It was a scorching July afternoon in Austin, Texas. The heat shimmered in the air, so intense that even the shade offered little relief. At the city's Central Park, life moved at its usual pace. Families lounged beneath trees, kids zipped along the stone paths on scooters, and teenagers laughed and splashed at the fountain, unbothered by the blistering sun. Officer David Thompson, one of the patrolmen on duty that day, wandered slowly through the crowd. Tall, well-groomed, and quietly proud of his appearance, he carried himself with a subtle air of superiority, something his fellow officers had noticed but never mentioned. As the sun beat down and boredom crept in, something caught his eye. A small group of girls laughing and taking selfies near the fountain. One in particular stood out. She was slender, with dark hair, and wore a flowing white skirt. She laughed freely as she posed with her friends. Maybe it was ego, boredom, or a misguided attempt to impress, but Thompson made a choice he would soon regret. Without thinking, he walked up behind her and lightly flicked the hem of her skirt with his radio. He thought it was harmless, just a dumb little joke, something to get a laugh. But what happened next wiped the smirk right off his face. The girl turned around, her expression calm but firm. Without saying a word, she reached into her bag and pulled out her ID. She handed it to him directly. The name on the card was unmistakable: Emily Patterson, daughter of Robert Patterson, Austin's chief of police, a man known citywide for his integrity, zero tolerance for misconduct, and a reputation beyond reproach. The next morning, Officer Thompson was called into headquarters. There were no raised voices, no dramatic confrontations. The commissioner looked him dead in the eye, slid a form across the desk, and waited. In silence, Thompson signed it. The termination was immediate, officially logged as a breach of conduct and a disgrace to the uniform. And just like that, his career was over, swift and permanent. No bribery, no botched operation, just one impulsive moment, one so-called joke. And it cost him everything. Austin would remember it as yet another example of what happens when someone in uniform forgets that authority isn't just about power. It's about respect, especially when you have no idea whose daughter you're messing with. Like this story? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more where this came from.